Bats ninth and plays first base. We are underway on a Tuesday night. First pitch breaking ball in to Mike Tauchman.
The adjustment.
Ball in the air to right field. Cam Smith moves towards the gap and puts it away for the first out. Hit hard by Tauchman, but he's out number one. Now 3-2 count on my draw. And a swing and a miss. Lance picks up strikeout number one as he gets my draw swinging for the second out. In the air, center field. Jake Myers barely has to move. Lance is walking towards the dugout with a 1-2-3 inning.
A third. But if that fastball and changeup mix are working, it could be a tough night for Astro hitters.
OPS at 976, but he goes down here on that slider down and away. So Shane Smith strikes out the first batter he faces. That's where he was last year in the major leagues. This one skied to center. Luis Robert Jr. is there. Puts it away for the second out. In the first three innings of any of those games. A little tapper towards third. They're going to let this one roll, and Altuve can jog in for an infield hit. Jose Altuve. Yiner hits this ball well to right. Going back on it is Tauchman, and he will make the play in front of the wall. Mike Tauchman makes a play on the backhand. Swing and a miss. Lance has got to a 3-ball count on the last three hitters, but he's retired all three of them. That's his second strikeout.
Plus, which Josh Miller spoke to before the game with Lauren. And then you've got Fromber and Hunter Brown. I mean, that's three of your six guys, half of them that can go deep. And if you spread them throughout that rotation.
Welcome in Gonzalez. Going to be a walk for Lance. First walk he's allowed.
As Astros pitching for whatever reason.
There you go. That is Luis Robert Jr. against the Astros as he sends one to the wall. Gets by Cam, and that could cost the Astros a run. He'll throw into second, and the Astros are going to give up a run here as Cam Smith let that ball play him a little bit. Got by him on the rebound, and then his throw into second. They had no chance to get Teal trying to score.
He's not in our division.
Yes. He was at 368 with an 11-11 OPS coming into tonight. Lance strikes out Josh Rojas to end the inning. Their first full count of the night. As Walker takes one up high. That's a good sign. Christian Walker in his first plate appearance in this homestand draws a walk. Jake sends one to center field. Luis Robert Jr. going back on it and runs it down. Jake smashed that ball to straightaway center, but has nothing to show for it.
There was a sinker at 92 earlier in this game.
Well, he gets the lefty on the changeup, and that's a double play. Only Paul Skeens has a lower batting average against on the changeup.
And it's good to be back in town, and are you kidding me? You better speak fast.
One pitch, one out.
One pitch, one out. Father's Day weekend is coming up.
Just for dads for Father's Day weekend.
Oh, that's a fair ball. That's going to head down the line. Mike Tauchman will have himself extra bases. Cam Smith will barehand it out of the corner and get the ball back in.
My headset and the size of my dome may not
going to work.
Lend itself to the appropriate.
Should I try it?
How well Paredes has been playing. When you look at Jeremy, you know, there's no all-star game.
Now a 3-2 pitch coming to Miguel Vargas with the bases full, and that is a pop-up. That will not score the run. Out goes Pena, in comes Myers. Someone needs to make the call. Infield fly rules invoked. Pena makes the call, and he throws a strike to home plate just in case they decided to send the runner home. Just for single games at that point.
Yeah, so what we're going to do on June 18th is
base hit into left. One run's going to score. Melton ends up not throwing the ball home. Instead, he'll throw it to Pena. And the White Sox now have a 3-0 lead. Edgar Caro drives in two with a base-loaded single. Yeah, what's going to happen there?
Oh, we're going to celebrate Christmas.
All right, we'll talk more about this another time.
Yeah.
It's not quite July.
Kind of wonder if he kind of had tucked that in the back pocket, maybe use it a little more frequently.
Cam with a base hit into right field. Cam Smith, who enjoys hitting at Dyken Park, coming in at 280 for his home games.
these counts, see a lot of pitches.
They'll go down on strikes here. That'll be out number 1 in the inning and the second strikeout for Smith. That's a ball ripped over the head of Miguel Vargas heading towards the wall. Cam Smith being held up. That'll be a double for Jeremy Pena. That was a little bit conservative from Tony Perez-Chico, who's been a lot more aggressive sending runners lately. Ball smoked to center field. That'll get the run home. Pena's also going to tag, but it's a bluff. Cam Smith will cross the plate. Cam scores his 20th run of his big league career on the sac fly by Isaac Paredes, RBI number 39 on the season. And that is wide, ball 4. So the Astros goes after the first one again and lost this one into right field. Talkman will have a play and puts it away for the final out of the inning. Nobody compares to what he has done against the Astros.
Man.
And he just sends this one to left field, and he is going to add to that total.
Unbelievable.
Luis Robert Jr., who moved down to the 7th spot in the lineup from Will Venable because he hasn't been hitting lately, had just 2 hits in his last 9 games and struck out 14 times. But tonight, an RBI double and a solo home run. He always feasts on the Astros.
That was a changeup, too. He caught it out in front. But as we know, here at Daikin Park, you elevate and it stays in the air long enough. And I really could have done without him doing that as we were showing them.
Mountain has to come in quickly, and he will make the catch. Second base umpire Brennan Miller. And Lauren, what else do you have on Jacob Melton?
Yeah, guys, Blummer, you mentioned adjustments, and he said playing at the major league level has been an adjustment for sure. He noted pitchers attack hitters differently at the
comfortable and left. Yeah. This outfield is going to be a go-get-em outfield between Cam in right and Jake Myers in center. There's a little ground ball, so 3 of the 4 batters didn't do much, but the one batter who did. Paul Skeens on that road trip. This ball into center field. Robert Jr. going back, and he will ease up as he gets to the warning track. Straight away center for Christian as he puts a good swing on. There's a base hit into right field. Jake Myers, 5 of his last 6 going back to the Cleveland series. Started out the night hitting .302, and he's 1 for 2 tonight.
Athleticism for him to take those chances with, TK.
There's a 3-0 pitch swing and a base hit for Victor Caratini. He saw 3 changeups off the plate, finally got a fastball to his liking, and has himself a base hit. Up the middle, hit the mound, and that helped slow it up as they turn 2 with Josh Rojas getting to the bag and throwing out Cam Smith. Second double play turn behind Shane Smith. And that is up and in. You can see the frustration for Lance, a deep breath as he has walked his 4th batter of the game. Up to center and walked. Runner goes, and this one's hit way up in the air. Christian Walker in foul territory. Plenty of time for my drop to get back to first, and that's the first out of the inning. So that's the closest one. Forgot about that. I'd like to forget about that 1/3 of an inning out.
Yeah, it's selective
memory.
Yep.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Lance, if he finishes his night on that pitch, ends up with back-to-back strikeouts, gets through the 5th. Sunday, an infield hit. Ground ball to the left side. Diving stop. Vargas gets up to throw. Melton's going to beat it out. Vargas tried to make a great play. Pena goes down on strikes as Smith beats him with a fastball. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Shane, getting Pena for the 2nd time. That ball skied high in the air towards the corner and left. Andrew Benintendi will make the play. Jacob Melton has to retreat to first. That had a couple degrees too much launch angle to get out.
6 hits, only allowing 1 run.
There goes the runner. Pitch is wide. No chance for Kyle Teal. Jacob Melton, 3 for 3 in stolen bases, playing just his 8th big league game. That ball skied way up in the air. A long run for Tauchman, but because it's so high, he has time to get there right on the foul line for the final out of the inning. Left-hand hitting catcher who's getting the start. 3 out of 4, but a tough at bat against the lefty Sousa, and Sousa makes quick work of him. A 3-pitch strikeout for out number 1. Saying, hey, we just don't want you to think about things. We want you to be down in the bottom of the order where you're not worried about it. Sousa is able to retire him. It took a nice pick by Christian Walker, and it took a broken bat as well. Or
hitting with nobody on.
Give him a day off.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Rojas goes down on strikes. How about Bennett Sousa?
Great job.
Strikeout, broken bat, ground out, and another strikeout this time every inning. And Yainer goes down on strikes as he can't hold up on that pitch down. Strikeout number 4 for Smith. 0-2 the count to Christian Walker. Walker grounds one to the right side. Diving attempt by Josh Rojas, but out of his reach. Christian Walker on base for the second time tonight. An 0-2 base hit to right field.
How great.
Every inning. Ground ball to third, could be 2, to second for 1, and the White Sox turn their third double play of the game. Caratini, Smith, and Jake Myers have all hit into inning-ending double plays. Double plays tonight. That'll be a walk here. It'll start the inning. Number 9 hitter Tim Elko. 100, they'll head into town. That's a swing as he goes too far. There's that slider you're talking about against the lefties.
A tough pitch.
On the road in West Sacramento have the worst home record. They have the runner picked off. The throw to get Elko is offline as Christian Walker led Jose Altuve to the third base side of the bag. So Elko is 4-1. Little tapper. Pena's going to have to hustle. He does. Gets my drop on the plate. Elko moves to third with 2 outs. Wow.
Well, that's an impressive number to have it on both sides of the plate. And there you go.
Another strikeout with the slider. Sousa gets all 4 left-handed hitters tonight, striking out, swinging at the slider. Bama Florence High School, and then went to LSU. Caratini goes after a 100-mile-an-hour pitch up over the top of the zone and flies out to center field for the first out. So there is the first out for Grant Taylor.
Being at my house.
Here's a couple of college stars. Florida State against LSU. Cam Smith hits it sharply, but on one hop to the shortstop Chase Mydraw. And Grant Taylor has his second out of the inning. Ground ball, so no strikeouts in his debut, but a 1-2-3 inning against the Astros. Quite a successful first big league outing for Grant Taylor. Swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout right out of the gates for Sean Dubin. The Astros now with 10 strikeouts in the game. He goes after the first one and bounces it to Christian Walker on a couple of hops. So a 3-pitch strikeout followed by a 1-pitch ground out. There's 2 quick outs.
Started this game for them, but they're trying every avenue, and they're starting to filter out some of those guys in that previous regime trying to turn things over in Chicago.
That is strike 3. So Dubin able to solve Luis Robert Jr., getting him on 3 pitches. It's up to the fans. Off the end of the bat, Looper in the shallow left center field, falling quickly, and JP3 has his second hit of the night. Both times he's put the ball in play. He has a base hit, another multi-hit game for Pena. Pena stays, and the pitch is down. There is the walk. So the Astros will bring the tying run to the plate. Nobody out in the 8th inning. Jose with a base hit into left field. Pena will be held up. Bases will be loaded. Nobody out in the inning. Jose, a 2-for-3 night with a walk. Hits with the bases full and nobody out. Yainer sends one to center field. Plenty deep enough to score a run. Paredes is also going to tag. He'll get to third. It's now a 4-2 game. Line drive, sac fly for Yainer Diaz. Got him. Walker goes down on strikes. That's a big second out for Steven Wilson. Runner still at first and third. Into center field, coming on Robert. He will make a sliding catch to prevent another run from scoring. Myers put it in play to center, but he's out number 3. It's got Josh Rojas leading off, and he goes after the first one and hits it right to Jeremy Pena, who has shifted nicely right up the middle. 1 pitch, 1 out in the ninth.
That guy's been getting loose since the 6th.
I'm telling you. Oh, nice pitch, but low. He tried to break it over after your home run. Now another 3-2 pitch. Taylor stays this time, and the pitch is down. That is back-to-back walks after a long battle. That was the 9th pitch. Just 1 out so far. Try to hold up. The throw to third is in time. They throw out the runner, Michael A. Taylor, for out number 2. That is out number 2, right? The home plate umpire, Jeremy Rehack, double checking that they called that a swing. That is a strike him out, throw him out.
Well, that works out great. Strike him out. Tag right on that left hand of Taylor. A lot going on, but the inning's over.
But he is not, Izard has not necessarily been that much more effective against lefties. This ball hit hard past Izard, but the second baseman, Josh Rojas, is there for out number 1. Cam goes down on strikes, misses the changeup. Izard has 2 outs here in the inning. Bring the tying run to the plate. In the air, loop to shallow left center, coming on Benintendi, and he'll put it away for the final out. The White Sox have beaten the Astros 3 out of 4 this year and win the first game of this 3-game series by the score of 4-2. Shane Smith and 3 relievers shut down the Astros on just 2 runs with 9 hits. Astros out hitting the White Sox 9-4 tonight, but losing the game 4-2.